That's it. Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another video. Very excited for today's episode. We are about ready to do something that I grew up here in Boise, Idaho. Never did it when I had a road bike before, but we're gonna climb a 3,500 ascent up to the top of Bogus Basin, which is the local ski resort. Yeah, it's pretty much just straight up and then straight back down. We are here at the original Albertsons. I don't know if you have that wherever you're watching, but we are actually at the original Albertsons here in Boise, Idaho. Check it out. Right there. That's it. So yeah, we're gonna gear up here. We're gonna head out. We're actually gonna do this a little bit longer. It's about 16 miles from the base, which we are just outside of that, probably about a mile. So it's gonna probably be a 34-mile ride. We did 20 miles yesterday. I am gonna start sipping on, I am doing the Oxy Shred here, kind of pre-workout fat burner. I am not fasted. I had some oatmeal this morning, some protein, definitely carbed up last night at Olive Garden. This is gonna be a tough ride. Looking forward to it. Let's get into it. All right, guys, we are at mile 8. Bam, right here, halfway up the mountain. Feeling pretty good. Absolutely fantastic weather here. I mean, you just look at this. You can't beat this. You can't beat these blue skies. Oh, I love the Boise Hills. I'm gonna take a goo. So that's one other thing that I am gonna take right now because I'm feeling it. I did have, like I said, some breakfast this morning, but I just picked up these goo packets, these little guys here. Basically 450 milligrams of amino acids, 125 milligrams of sodium, 20 milligrams of caffeine, 100 calories here, just some quick digesting carbs. We have just been drinking water essentially all morning. And then we have 2 water bottles here, one with Ghost hydration in it, and the other one is just another water bottle. I think the mountain is open up there, so we should be able to refill some water, but I just wanted to bring the water pack just in case, because obviously it's warming up here. And man, it's gonna be a good ride. All right, we made it here. 16 miles up. Took us just over 2 hours. Getting another goo in here. It's gonna stretch my legs here for a minute. The best part about this ride is now we get to go all downhill. It's gonna be a lot on my wrists because we're gonna be riding the brakes pretty much the whole way down. Let's get it. That's it. 35.13 miles here. Whew, about 2 hours, 45 minutes roughly. And we'll have to look at the rest of the metrics. For now, let's go get some food. here at Boise Fry Company, a Boise staple, Idaho staple here. We have 2 loads of fries here. Pretty crazy. And the bison burger. We just did a huge ride. So we got to recover. We got to get back in the gym here in like a couple hours. And then we have a dinner movie date with family. Busy day, but we're going to get this down. Let's give it a little taste test. Oh, so good. Cooked in peanut oil. They have like 10 different sauces you can get. Oh my God. Yeah. Give these other fries a taste test here. Garlic aioli. Then we'll give the almighty bison burger a try here. So good. Worth every mile going up that hill. Over 3,500 feet of ascent. This makes it worth it. All right, so we are heading back to the house. We got to go get a lift in, and to be honest with you, I just couldn't resist. There's this waffle place that's connected with Boise Fry Company. It's called Waffle Me Up, and yeah, I went for it. So, you know, we fully went for it. Got a waffle with some Nutella on there. It's gonna be delicious. Let's get a quick taste test before I jump onto the freeway. Not the safest way to be going about this, but we're gonna do it. Oh my God. It's still warm. Oh, that is delicious. Damn. Yeah, really good. Now, this kind of goes with a point that I've been making, funny enough, on the channel a lot.
All right, so the point I was gonna make here, guys, is that I think you have to take every case of this sort of situation as a case-by-case scenario. If you're on vacation, if it's a holiday, if you're with family, if you're doing something that's unique from your usual day-to-day, you can kind of dial in to see if this is a moment where you can indulge, splurge, grab that waffle, put as much Nutella as you want on it, and enjoy the moment. I think, like I said, relationship with food is very, very important throughout my 12-week journey here, and making sure that I create healthy habits that are long-term and not necessarily just this cut everything out, create a bad relationship with all the good things in terms of food, and then just cutting them out completely and then having this negative kind of feeling towards those foods. You have to have balance. It's the only way that you can long-term kind of create these, you know, nutritional changes is by having and enjoying the foods that you enjoy, but restricting them in a sense of maybe scaling them back. And I even hate saying restricting because it's just not the right word, but to, you know, balance that out and to not overindulge, right? 1 time a week compared to 5 times a week, a lot different scenarios. So that was kind of the point I was making. Now, obviously, we are back here in Austin, Texas, here in the YouTube studio. After 27 months, the title of the video, you know, the C word finally got me. We went and took a test the other day, and unfortunately, we popped positive. And that's just kind of the situation. Now, the first 2 days were rough. They were not good days for me. Luckily, we're 5 days in now, and I feel fantastic. We've been catching up on a lot of work in terms of, you know, cleaning up the YouTube, cleaning up podcasting, creating intros for podcasting, kind of dialing everything in and kind of getting those little, you know, housekeeping things that we needed to do done. And so I'm very excited to kind of come back. Now, the only unfortunate thing is we're going into 4th of July weekend, which is gonna be a great weekend. I don't really have any plans because I'm not too sure how long I'm gonna have to necessarily isolate for. I do feel really good, and I think I'll be cleared by tomorrow, hopefully. And so aside from that, I do have some family coming in around the 8th through the 13th. I've kind of talked about this on the podcast, and we are bringing the podcast video to YouTube. Bam. You heard it here first. But aside from that, I don't really want to talk too much more about the C word. It got me 27 months. I feel really good now. Make sure you drink a lot of water, get a lot of rest. I talk about this in the podcast, is overtraining in the next episode. So make sure you guys stay tuned to that. Aside from that, guys, I'm gonna wrap up the video here. I know it's kind of an abrupt end to the Boise vlog and kind of all the cycling. I had a great time up there, seeing all my good friends and family. You know, got back home and unfortunately it got me. But excited to bring the last week of the 12-week cut here in a few weeks. I know that sounds crazy that we're gonna have to take kind of a break from the training and whatnot, but I just need to allow my body to recover, one, and two, we need to bounce back in the proper way and get back to that level that I was at, you know, a week ago, and that's gonna take a couple weeks, especially with everything that's going on. So stay tuned to the channel. I will be still posting content every single week. Like I said, check out the podcast, available on all major podcast platforms. And as always, guys, we'll catch you guys in the next one.